You're welcome to the Forex Trading and Lifestyle Entrepreneurship channel. Do take a minute to pause this video and read this disclaimer.
Hi there, it's Victor here from foreshortmarkets.com. In today's video, I will be teaching you on the topic understanding balance, equity, and free margin. Okay, and in bracket we said it is putting it all together. So in other words, this video I will be helping you put it all together. Okay, so everything we've learned from what is a pip, how to calculate your pip, what is the lot size, okay, how to calculate your lot size, what is the dollar per pip value, price move, and when price moves 1 pip or 10 pips, okay, leverage, your leverage, then when you place a trade, how do we put it all together, right? From what is a pip, lot size, dollar per pip value, your leverage, and then take it into balance, equity, and free margin. Okay, so everything we've learned in the past, let's put it into action. All right, so if you haven't watched the videos on, this is your first video, okay, and you haven't watched, you don't know what a pip is, you don't know how to calculate pip, you don't know what leverage is, I recommend that you go back, where I started the series from what is a pip, watch it so that you will be able to put this video into practice. Okay, if this is your first time watching this video, watching any of my videos, you're welcome to my channel. If you have not subscribed, make sure you click the subscribe button below this video and click the bell beside the subscribe button. Click all notifications so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Trust me, on the internet, Google, on YouTube, there's loads of information, loads of misleading information, there's loads of hype. Okay, there's loads of hype, there's loads of lies. All right, so you need a place where you can filter what is the truth and from what is the lies. Okay, so that is why you want to subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button right now below this video. Okay, so let's do a practical example. All right, so let's look at the MetaTrader4 and use the example of the trade I placed, the demo trade I placed. All right, so you can see we bought on the 15th of June. You can see that here. So this is what your MetaTrader terminal looks like. Okay, when you place a trade, you can see the trade number here. It immediately gives you a trade ID. It gives you the date of entry. It gives you the type of trade, buy or sell, buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, limit, order. It gives you the size. This size is the same thing as the volume. Okay, this size is the same thing as the lot size. Okay, and we're doing 1.0, which is 1.1 standard lot, which I've taught you in the previous videos on lot size. One standard lot is equal to 100,000 units. 100,000 units or nominal value. Okay, so volume, size, lot size, they're all saying the same thing. And then here you have the symbol. Symbol simply shows you what currency are you trading for this particular trade. So you can have 5-10 trades all lined up there, but this will show you what particular currency. Then next you have the price of entry. Okay, so this is the price that we bought, 1.12842. so the price was lower than 1.12842 by the spread. Okay, but so when you bought or you click buy, the broker added his spread. So this price you see here, 1.12842, is what was to the right side before when you were about to click buy. Okay, meaning that the actual price was lower by about 1.8 pips or about 18 points before you click buy. But because the broker has to make his commission or his profit, which is the spread, okay, they give you the higher one to the right here, and that is how we got this entry price of 1.12842. Meaning that the actual price at the time of entry would have been about 1.12826 something 82 plus thereabout. Okay, so then to the right you have the stop loss, you have the take profit, right? So this is the stop loss where you want to cut off your loss on that trade, and then this is the take profit where you want to close your trade and take your profit, okay, and secure it. This is the price, this is the current market price. Okay, so let's do that. 740.00. let's do that. Let's write that down. 1.12138. 1.12138. I saw a 740 there. 740. So profit by the side there was showing, I will get the right number. Let's just write this first. It was showing 740. Profit was showing, this is profit was showing 740 here. Then the number below the profit is your equity. Let's see. No, sorry. The number below the profit is your net loss. Okay, so net loss is lower than the net profit or loss. So the number you have here is profit or loss. So when it's profit, it's blue, right, and it's positive. But when it's loss, it is red, and you see a negative sign, a minus sign before the number there. Okay, then here, this is the swap. Okay, I'm going to do another video for swap. Swap simply means the interest payment. So when you hold a trade overnight, when you hold a trade past 10 p.m. into the next day, it's either you are charged interest or they pay you interest depending on the direction that you took. So for euro dollar, when you buy euro dollar and you hold it past 10 p.m. Nigerian time overnight, every single day you are going to pay a swap. Okay, but if you sell it every single day, they are going to pay you a swap interest. Okay, and so some people do what is called carry trading. So if you hold a euro dollar buy for 365 days, for 365 days, you are going to be paying your broker interest for holding that trade. But if you sell it euro dollar and hold it for 365 days, the broker is going to be paying you a swap on interest for 365 days. Okay, so these are the basic concepts I've explained. So let's go see 704. Let's go see how that adds up. So this was, so the below here was 740.02. We're going to confirm that later. Okay, now let's go into our basic terminologies that I wanted to do this video on. So first of all, balance. What is your balance? What is your balance? See, this particular class, this is one of the most important concepts in MetaTrader4, because you find a lot of people who are trading, they don't know what a pip is, they don't know how to calculate their pip. So when they place a trade, they don't even understand leverage, they don't even understand, margin. When they place a trade, they don't really know what is going on in all of this place. Okay, and you will see why it is important at the end of the video. That's why you see people end up blowing their accounts, blowing their accounts in 1 minute, because they do not understand what is going on in the trade tab, in the trade terminal. Okay, so let's look at balance. Now, what is balance? What is your balance? Balance is simply your initial investment. Balance is your initial investment or capital before you place a trade. Okay, so before you place a trade, you have your balance. So now we're using this particular trade as a case study. So before we place this buy euro dollar, we had $100,000 dollars. So that account is in dollars. So balance was $100,000. Okay, balance was $100,000. Now your balance will always remain the same until after you close the trade. Okay, so when your trade is closed, okay, when the trade is closed, the broker now takes this profit. If it is profit, the profit will be added to the balance. Okay. If it is loss, the profit will be subtracted from the balance. Okay. So soon you're going to understand why you need a free margin, and you understand better the concept of leverage. Some people chatted me up on WhatsApp and said they had to watch some of those videos 5 times to grab the concept. Okay, so this video is, we're going to use this video to consolidate and even explain further. So if you are still missing anything on the previous video, this video should help you sort it out. Okay, so balance. So let's look at equity. Let's go to the next page because we're going to come back here to complete that balance. So equity is always changing until you close the trade. Okay, equity is always changing until you close the trade. So your equity is equals to your balance minus profit or loss. Okay, floating. This is called floating. So understand that whatever profit or loss you have here is a floating negative. It is not floating profit or loss. So you do not make a loss on a trade until you close that trade. Okay, so this $719 negative can actually turn to positive of $2,000, $3,000. Okay, so until you close this trade, there is no loss. This is just a floating negative, floating positive. It only becomes a loss or a profit after you close the trade. And this is one of the reasons a lot of new traders have issues, because once they see a little negative on their account, they begin to panic. It's not a loss until you close the trade, right? So if you have the confidence, you need the confidence to see that trade through and allow it go from negative to positive. So when my trade is negative, I just go to bed. I just take my mind off it, okay, and just remain confident that, okay, this trade will come positive. And even if it doesn't come back positive, okay, there's a point that I'm going to cut it off and take that loss and then look for a better trade to take. Okay, so equity is equals to balance minus your floating profit or loss. Okay, so let's do that example. We had a balance is equals to 100,000 minus, go back and pick this number. So minus, so this was minus, we pick 740.02. This is the one we pick. This is the net. Okay, and I will show you why it is net. So 740.02. 740.02. Okay, so we take that, go to the next page. So this minus 740.02 will give you your equity. So let me quickly do that calculation. 100,000 minus 740.02 is equals to 99,259.98. So these are all USD. Okay, now how does this apply? Let's go back to the MetaTrader. Now your balance minus subtract your floating profit or loss. So here is a loss, so we subtract. Okay, so this will give you your equity here. Okay, so you can see that as this profit or loss is changing, this equity is always changing. Okay, so your equity will always be floating, changing, you know. So if this trade goes to positive, equity now goes above 100,000. Okay, so example, if that was a positive trade, we now have balance equity for a profit trade. Equity would have been equal to 100,000 plus, let's say 740.02, which is equal to 740.02. Okay, so that's how it works. So once this trade goes into profit, you now see the equity now start counting above 100,000. thousand. Okay, so in summary, equity is equal to balance minus floating profit or loss. So plus or minus floating profit or loss. When you are in loss, you subtract. When you are in profit, you add. Okay, so I've established that what equity is. So margin, what is margin? We've come to the end of the first part of this tutorial. All right, so I will continue exactly from where I stopped in the next video. Okay, so if you liked if you learned something in the video, if you liked the video, give us a thumbs up below this video. If this is your first time watching the video, any of my videos on the channel, make sure you subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below this video. Click the bell beside the subscribe button and then click all notification so that you will get notified whenever I upload a new video. Why do you need to subscribe to my channel? Because there's a lot of scams out there, there's a lot of lies out there. Okay, there's a lot of deceit out there, all the flashy cars and all of that. Most of these guys are not profitable traders. They are snake oil salesmen. Okay, but on this channel you get it as it is, right? Everything that you basically need to know. Cut out all the jargon, cut out all the trash, cut out all the noise. Okay, on this channel we'll give you everything you need to know to make money from the financial market. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video. Have a pleasurable and wonderful trading day. Cheers.